Maybe you're like us and, whenever you think of Saudi Arabian princes, you think of billionaires riding in gold cars with Bengal tigers sitting in the front seat. While that might seem ridiculous, Saudi billionaires do seem to like exotic cats and gold cars. But not all of them like to flaunt their wealth with extreme purchases. The ones on this list certainly do. You see, we went out and tracked down some of the craziest of these purchases. What we found was craziness. It seems that every extravagant purchase made in the Arab world is claimed to be made by a prince of some sort. Most of them were not, so we had to trim the fat. Number 6. The world's most expensive home. In 2015, the house that is dubbed the most expensive home in the world was sold, but the reports were fuzzy on who the buyer was at first. It wasn't until the end of 2017 that the details were released. The new homeowner is the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, a man with several billions of dollars to his name. The house, the Chateau Louis XIV, is a 54,000 square foot palace outside Versailles. The palace is simply remarkable. The architecture is stunning, and the grounds are enormous. This isn't some old castle either, not that there's anything wrong with that. This was constructed over the course of 3 years beginning in 2008. If you have a chance to look at some of the more detailed pictures of this palace, you won't be disappointed. Number 5. The largest private island party. In 2013, the private island of Villa in the Maldives opened up many different villas and luxury rental properties to lure in some of the world's richest vacationers. The Saudi princes found this spot and took a liking to it. They were known to visit a couple of times each year. So, a couple of years after it opened, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the same prince who owns the world's most expensive house, decided to throw a party on the island of Villa. He threw down $8 million, rented the entire island and everything on it, and then invited a massive guest list, including some of the world's biggest celebrities and entertainers. Everyone was brought in by boat and or seaplane, and each had their own private villas to stay in for the festivities. Number 4. The world's most expensive painting. Late last year, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvatore Mundi painting became the highest-priced painting to ever sell. The astounding price tag of $450 million made the event extremely high-profile, but the seller's identity was kept quiet. Sounds familiar? It should. The buyer was none other than Mohammed bin Salman, the Saudi prince who owns the most expensive house in the world and parties on multi-million-dollar private islands. Now, there was some controversy attached to this sale. Since the painting is of Jesus Christ and Salman is a Sunni Muslim, many people wonder what his intentions with the painting are. Maybe he just likes great art. Others wonder how this purchase relates to the prince's anti-corruption stance. The price tag on the painting is such because it is the last known painting of Da Vinci's. It was long considered to be a copy, but experts now say it is an original. Number 3. One of the largest private yachts in the world. Here's what we know about the Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman. He enjoys spending money and buys the biggest and best versions of things. His taste in yachts seems to follow this same path. In 2011, our boy, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, bought one of the largest private super yachts ever built, called Serene. This yacht is in the top 10 of the largest private super yachts, measuring almost 450 feet in length. The total price for this baby was more than $500 million. It was purchased from a fabulously rich Russian. To put things in perspective, this yacht was rented out before to clients like Bill Gates. The rental price was about $5 million per week. In a cruel twist of fate, it was reported that late last year, the Serene ran aground and took some major damage, although how much is unclear. Number 2. A fleet of expensive gold cars. Even though he is not your typical prince, Turki bin Abdullah is a Saudi prince from the House of Saud. He might not ever become king, although we're not actually quite sure how the whole system works. Either way, this is a very rich businessman. When Abdullah went to London to visit, he brought with him his fleet of gold cars. Let's just say that the people of London took notice. You see, Abdullah's fleet of cars are not just any gold cars, they are some of the most expensive cars out there, and they're all gold. Technically, they're wrapped in gold vinyl, but it's all the same to our eyes. The fleet of cars includes a $500,000 six-wheel Mercedes G63, a $500,000 two-door Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, a $500,000 Lamborghini Aventador S-File, and a customized $300,000 Bentley Flying Spur. Do the math, people. That is a fleet worth nearly $2 million. Number 1. The world's tallest tower. Jeddah Tower, or the Kingdom Tower, isn't even built yet, but we're including it in the list. This structure is set to become the world's tallest building, surpassing the Burj Khalifa and becoming the first to ever reach a height of 1 km. Owned and operated by Kingdom Holding Company, the Kingdom Tower is really under the ownership of Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, the chairman and founder of the KHC. Costing a preliminary cost of $1.23 billion to build, the Kingdom Tower is part of a much larger development plan, which will cost more than $20 billion when completed. Now, since this isn't a private purchase, you may scream out that we're cheating, but this building is too impressive for us to not include it. Plus, now you know who really owns it. The tower completion is projected for 2019-2020 and will reside in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button for more videos like this.